Your latest transfer news this morning is Ange wants big players to push the club to another level altogether. In the top right, the Imola Grand Prix has been cancelled this weekend. Another bit of depression at it there. But anyway, we're here to talk about transfer news. And Celtic, after being linked with Moussa Dembele, right? Apparently Dembele, this season, last season, get 22 goals. That's all good, right? But let's be real, you still get less goals than Kyogo. And that was my point in the Fed last night. Make sure you check it. But Levy Garcia, who's been linked with Celtic, is surprised by the transfer interest in him. Who knows what's going on, right? Celtic seem to, after being linked with no one there for a while, seems like a lot of links have come in, which is very interesting. I've got a bit of a cold, by the way, so yeah, sinuses are a dog on a stick, but Levy Garcia linked to that. But former Rangers captain Craig Moore is interested in returning to Ibrox as sporting director, and in fact, he's actually going to be at the hospitality in the Rangers Hearts game, I believe. Because that's the last home game, and I'll be there, not in the hospitality, so I won't be meeting Craig Moore, but I'll be there. I'll be there with bells on. Fenerbahce here prepared to offer Rangers winger 30 grand a week. That looks like it's going ahead, and also this morning we have seen Morelos. We'll probably make a fid in that at a later date, but fucking mad that Kent and Morelos are both going to the same club. Rangers manager Michael Beale could wrap up the 5 players signed up for next season before the end of the current campaign. Butland, Dujon Sterling and Kieran Doyle. Insane. Well, hopefully they all go through for Rangers because we need it. Meanwhile, Beale expects Tom Lawrence back from injury a couple of weeks into pre-season, with the Rangers midfielder having been out since August. You know what? I'm not a fan of saying this. It used to be the old Arsene Wenger thing, but getting a player back injured is like a new transfer. But Tom Lawrence would feel like that, and he could save Rangers having to make a signing if he. But then he was never a guy that was really ever injury prone. So sadly, that's just the way the cookie crumbled for him. Well, Bristol City are confident of signing Ross McCrory. That looks like it's $2 million. Of course, Rangers going to get a sell-on fee for that. Meanwhile, Aberdeen have targeted go-ahead Eagles defender Jay Adis and Livingston right back Nicky Devlin. Nicky Devlin looks like it's going to be a toss-up between Aberdeen and Hearts about who's going to get him. But Mikey Devlin himself was questioning a lot before Hibernian signed him up. Tell you what, though, that isn't very good because you've got Nicky Devlin in the article above, then you get Mikey Devlin in the article below. Like, that was a wee bit confusing, but who knows? Dundee United defender Ross Graham still is developing to do, says manager Jim Goodwin, and he explains the youngster's recent absence. While Callum Davidson, it says here in the gossip column, the Ready announced he apparently has rejected them, so we're hearing conflicting stories here about Callum Davidson, whether he's went to Dundee or whether he's not going to Dundee, but it looks like he's complete and utterly turned them down. He's just turned around and said no. While meanwhile, head of recruitment Gary Ogilvie has left Aberdeen. And announcements on VAR rulings inside grounds can be approved by leagues by the end of the year. And as that was done for the day, the morning, there's no an awful lot happening, for being honest. So, look at Scottish football. I'm disappointed, man, that Imola's been cancelled, man. Soul destroying. Looks like there's hee-haw. Actually, well, there's a wee bit of news. I mean, also, Anne beat Clyde last night, which is a good victory. But, yeah, United playing Leon in Murrayfield. I see a lot of people on Twitter complaining about this. Well, I say a lot of people. I think it's SPFL Media Watch basically saying the only guy complaining about it. To me, I have no real issue with it because it's taking place in a rugby stadium in Edinburgh. It's not like, it's not like they're playing at Ibrox or Hibs Hearts or whatever. It's weird that they would choose Edinburgh. Usually, in pre-season, like United, Liverpool, they would go to America or maybe Spain. But you know what? If they want to go to Edinburgh, I'm not going to hold it against them. But I've seen a lot of, a lot of people back it up and say, well, there's no real issue with it. It's just a pre-season friendly, which is fair enough. I think once a day happens that you start playing Premier League games in different countries rather than your home stadium and Champions League games, which was proposed with the Super League. That's when the big problems will emerge. But holy fuck, that's Laurent Blanc. No way, fucking hell, I can't believe that's him. Jesus, man. He looks like a big bag of dog meat. That's pretty much what I've got for that. But anyway, guys, I won't be at that game. But the SPFL Media Watch said anybody who is at that game should be blacklisted and be written on a list for them to batter. His words, not mine. Go check his Twitter. Well, he didn't say batter, but anyway, he said they should be headhunted essentially, which is a bit fucking bizarre for a pre-season friendly.